the Commandant of the Atlantic Seas, Captain of the East Coast, your premier puffer right now, Hungry Body. Oh, he whistled it!
Wow!
Whistled it
end
into
of
an
it.
up smash. Unbelievable. That is something you don't see every day.
Damn, in the back of the head. That is rude.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Upset. This is what we wanted to see today.
Welcome everybody to episode 16 of Directional Influence, brought to you by VVV Gaming. I am Rapture, and with me here today are two very special guests, as Will and PD are not here today. Instead, we've got D Disciple from the Midwest. How you doing, man?
Pretty good.
Cool. And then we got Nakat over here from the East Coast. How you doing?
Yo, what's up? I'm like mad tired.
We're all tired here, and it's been a long week so far. But we're here for another episode of Directional Influence, and we've got a pretty good discussion to go here. We've got news. Apparently, Capcom and Nintendo doing some fighting stuff. We're not sure yet. And then we're going to talk about egos in competitive Smash. You know, how much they ruin you. And then after that, we'll be sitting down with Nakat again. We're doing an interview with him, or rather just me. And that'll be your episode. So stay tuned, Directional Influence episode 16. Alright guys, so let's get some news up in here. So, Nintendo versus Capcom. Apparently, Yoshinari Ono from Capcom has confirmed interest of a Nintendo versus Capcom fighter. Apparently at the 3DS conference in Amsterdam, he said that he would be very interested in it and would actually like to pitch it to Masahiro Sakurai, who obviously, did Smash Bros. And whatnot. And, guys, let's talk about that for a little bit. How epic would that be?
I think that's gonna be the bomb.
That would be the bomb. And I want to point out right now that I really hope it goes in, like, the way of, Street Fighter, Marvel versus Capcom, obviously. If they did it that way, like TVC or something, that'd be pretty hype, because that'd be some really legit stuff. We got to see a lot of Nintendo characters in a space that we really don't see them often, except like when Link was in like Soul Calibur 2 or something.
Yeah, that would be pretty tight, but it'd take a long time for me to get used to it, because I'm so used to Smash.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yo, I'll be playing that a whole lot more. Like, if they have, they're going to have Mario in there, obviously. Support Nintendo. But think about, like, you got Bowser versus Bison. Hypest shit in the world. Chun-Li versus Samus.
That's not even a matchup. Come on, Samus would rape her.
Oh, no, man.
Samus, come on. Samus would destroy her.
No, Samus' armor would just drop.
Well, here, actually, interesting enough, Dead or Alive Dimensions, which is coming out on the 3DS, is going to have Samus apparently. They just announced the Metroid Other M stage, and Samus sort of shows up, so it's obvious she's probably going to be playable like that Spartan was in DOA 4.
That's pretty hype.
Yeah, so that's the only reason I'd buy that game, actually. But, yeah, Samus can do it. I think Samus would destroy Chun-Li, to be honest.
Yo, that's grudge matches right there.
Grudge matches. I mean, that's the thing.
Talk.
So, like, you got these two communities that don't like each other, with characters that have never really interacted before. and I think it'd be pretty legit. And, it's something that because here's the thing, honestly, I play a lot of Smash Bros. Too, but I play Street Fighter, Marvel, whatever. But it's so awesome to see your character in another game in another way that it's like, it doesn't matter what game it is, you just gotta play,
Yeah. I would definitely buy it.
Yeah. Hopefully this definitely shows up. But what if it ends up being like a Smash Bros. Game with Capcom characters?
I'd still be satisfied. I mean, the Capcom players would see their characters in a new, different type of game, just as we would see it if, Nintendo characters were fighting in a Capcom style.
It would be interesting to see, but it will cause a riot in the 2D fighting community. I'm kind of scared about that. Like, if we go to, like, the Genesis and something like this happen, like, we're in California. Like, just straight up border house of all 2D fighting games. They can just roll down, just come up with pitchforks, flames, and everything. It'd be called the Super Smash Bros. Massacre.
I'm worried if this game comes out like normally. I mean, if this shows up at like Evo or something, and people from like the Smash community try and play because Nintendo people are in it, like I'm a little worried about that. Because if somebody gets to the finals and it's like Justin Wong with Mario, there's gonna be something going down right there, and that's not a good thing.
Justin Wong versus M2K.
Oh my God,
Hype.
I honestly, I would pay money to see that match. Mario, like Meta Knight versus freaking like Ryu.
Well, you want to know how many side bets there would be going off? There would probably be a bigger side bet pot than the actual money pot that they get from Evo or something.
Probably. Underground gambling.
Underground gambling.
Yeah.
Too good.
Don't do it, people.
Side bets.
Meta Knight
for
will
the
still
hell of
have like 5 jumps. Probably.
Just thinking about that. M2K try to time him out.
Time him out. I don't know. That would be interesting. I bet you he would try that though. He'd try to time someone out in that shit.
Yeah,
You'll take it as a victory.
Justin Wong might do the same thing,
If I saw Meta Knight Dittos in a Street Fighter game,
I would just turn the other cheek. It was like, hey, they're playing SNK2 over there. Let me see what's going on.
I would lose faith in humanity. I don't want to see Meta Knight Dittos in Brawl, let alone another game. Damn.
Unless it's like really, really close Meta Knight deals. Like in doubles.
Yeah, that's true.
At high percent.
What if this had doubles? I mean, it doesn't make any sense, but like...
I've seen some games that have doubles like that. Not out of the Smash style of gameplay.
Yeah.
It would be interesting, but if they did that, I can probably see it like being in a game mechanic of Dead DOA 4 and everything.
Yeah.
Which then result into a lot of zero to death combos.
Well,
Oh my God.
honestly, I'd rather it's be like a Marvel game because like that's really hectic stuff, and I feel like Nintendo characters would fit a lot more into that rather than like Street Fighter, which is mostly footsies and stuff. I mean, nothing against that. I love Street Fighter, but Marvel just has that like sort of like chaotic randomness or like just this action that seems a little closer to Smash Bros. Almost.
Yeah, definitely. Like going to a bunch of strings and then Mario pulls out like a super, like he just pulls out a hammer or something.
Yeah.
Just starts going to town.
That'd be sick.
Items. Do you think they're gonna add items in it?
Item play may be legit. Maybe Ganondorf will show up and he'll be good.
Oh, I got another matchup. Ness versus Dalcio. PK Fire versus Yoga Fire.
That's pretty good. What about Zero Suit Samus versus Viper?
Ooh.
Oof.
That's a lot of cleavage.
I'm rooting for Zero Suit, all the way.
That's double MILF alert right there.
It is.
Shit.
Rogue Bounty Hunter versus other one that just doesn't give a fuck.
Doesn't
She'll
give a
whoop
fuck.
your ass and then call her daughter.
Yeah, what's up with that? Like every time she has a chance, like calling her daughter, like shit.
It's like, hey, how's school going? Oh, it's wonderful.
I'm just kidding. Seriously, like, who has the time to do that? And why does her daughter have like a cell phone?
I know.
Does she have like this phone with her all the time?
Hey,
She's
his own.
She's probably like lonely, just sits next to the phone waiting for her to call. Waiting. That's sad. That made me.
That's
sad.
really sad.
That is sad. Like, why would I ever think of that?
Poor
It's a
girl.
king.
That's terrible. And then
Yeah.
she finds out Nintendo vs. Capcom's coming out. Like, yay. But I can't play it because I'm 7. I don't know how to do stuff.
Mommy's gonna get rich again.
Like she just button mashes and wins a tournament.
Alright, I have a question. Did anyone else notice that from Super Street Fighter 4 to Marvel vs. Capcom 3 that her boobs got bigger?
No.
Try not to notice
You notice that? Because I noticed that, and I don't know if that's a problem if I noticed that, but I noticed, and I wonder if like it's gonna get to like Tecmo status where there's boob physics and shit. And like her super is just like she goes to the headbutt and just like trips and bam, double. That's a double hit right there.
Double hits.
Yeah.
Hits of love.
Double hits of love. That's her super.
You wouldn't mind getting hit by that.
Yeah, I think like
Yo,
well,
just
like
as long as her boobs don't get as big as like Trina or Tina from Dead or Alive. it'd be
Holy
good.
crap.
like tumors.
Yeah, man, like all of them are just overly big. Not a bad thing, but it's cartoons, so
Well, like Iron Man's already hitting on him. Like,
Iron Man's been hitting on.
Iron Man hits on everybody. He's the man. What if like Robert Downey Jr. did the voice for Iron Man in Marvel 3?
That'd be epic.
That would be epic.
Just saying.
But anyway, Nintendo versus Capcom. It sounds pretty hype, guys, and I think that it would be a really cool thing because if, like, let's say this happens and, like, 2012 comes out, whatever, or 2013 or 2014, whatever, as long as we're still alive, of course. And this would, like, honestly, this is something I would get into. Like, that would be so sick. I mean, I play any game that, like, Samus is in, to be honest. Like, that's why I'm getting Dead or Alive Dimensions. So if she's in this, like, I can't not buy it.
So you mean even if the, like, Samus game is bad, you'll still buy it?
Yeah, like, I bought Other M, and that shit was terrible.
Other M was terrible. The hype I heard it was amazing.
No, see, here's
I
the problem
heard
with Other
so
M.
much
No,
hype
here's
about that.
no. All right, I'll take that back. Other M was good. Like, it's a good game overall. But for me, who's a huge Metroid fan, like, it. All right, Samus her voice was like nails on a chalkboard. Along with the fact
True.
that she had like an inner monologue to everything. Like, and like, leave something to the imagination, goddammit. Like, I'm trying to understand the story, right? And like, I see something happen. Oh, that may be a good like plot development. And then she explains it to me and tells me what's gonna happen. So like, I'm already bored in every 30-minute cutscene. You know?
No, it turned into like Metal Gear Solid 4 when there was nothing but just
Oh
cutscenes.
my god, the last cutscene. It goes from last cutscene, which is like 45 minutes, to the credits you can't skip, to another 15-minute cutscene.
Greatest scene in that was the beginning where the monkey popped up.
No, the best is a Super Metroid ending. That shit was, yeah, that's hype. That's why people bought that game.
Out.
Like, I don't, Japanese people just shouldn't do voices like scripts for American games. They shouldn't. They just shouldn't. I apologize, but they shouldn't. But Other M wasn't that bad. But anyway, so we'll give you guys more news if we hear anything about Nintendo versus Capcom. If it does happen, we'll definitely be covering it in a later episode. So stay tuned. So, we're all competitive Smash Bros. Player here. I think we can safely say that, though I'm probably the worst. But with every like good player, I would say that there's definitely an ego there, unless you're a good exception. But I mean, guys, how much do egos really play a part in like your competitive gameplay, really?
Well, when I first started out, I had this big ego, like I was the best player in the world before I even knew about competitive brawl. And so I joined AIB and I got raped. Like, that just shot me down. I was so depressed. So yeah, egos really do hinder your ability. I mean, you think so much of yourself, and then when you lose, you just feel like you're trash. It's terrible.
So yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, the thing about ego is that sometimes you have to definitely learn your lesson almost. You know, like how you said, you had a big ego, then you got your shit kicked out of you, which is good. But I think some people don't really learn their lesson almost. Like, D Disciple, agree with me there?
Yeah, I totally agree. One thing about egos, like, it's common for everyone to have an ego, like, extremely, even if you can have, like, an extremely big ego, from saying that you start off from Smash, like, you're the best in your city, like, best at your high school and everything, like, you beat all your high school friends, so that boosts up your ego all the time, like, you always want to win. But when you go to a tournament, the greatest advice, really, before you even start, is just leave your ego at the door. Like, it doesn't matter who you played, who you beat last tournament. That's all in the past. Just focus on what's going on now. Because if you go in, like, you meet a random and there's like, oh man, he's nobody. He's not ranked. I was like, I can beat him though easily, no problem. But then if you lose, that's just going to just hinder you all the way, and you'll probably perform a whole lot less and losers and get a poor placement than what you normally would have gotten.
Well, sometimes it's actually really funny. I actually enjoy watching, the ego player just lose.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is funny to watch some of them, like, but I'm gonna be real. Like, I have a big ego. I don't, for some reason I do. I don't know why I do. Like, I haven't really, like, the biggest thing that I've done was, like, got 25th with Malcolm at Genesis, and that was back in 08.
Dang, I wasn't even around that time.
I wasn't even alive back then. What are you talking about? Yo, 08, I was playing Gears. Shit. I mean, I went to my first tournament, like, April of last year. I remember I went there. Allied told me to go because I just got into it like the year before, back in 2009. And I remember going because I have an ego, but it's almost like jokingly. I make jokes about it, but I when I go to a tournament, I'm really like almost subtle because I know I'm not good. You know, I have that like awareness, and I guess that's sort of like my downfall because I don't have enough confidence. Like, I didn't make it out of pools my first tournament. I got raped. Cheese was in my bracket, got raped. Vinny was in my bracket, got raped. I'm sorry, our pool. I beat one kid though. I felt bad though because like he didn't get any wins, but you know, and then I got like 5th with Allied at like 9 teams in doubles, and yeah, like, and I mean, you know, I think you have to have some confidence though. There's a difference between not having an ego and having confidence almost.
Totally.
Yeah, you want to like believe in yourself. Don't put yourself like above people like thinking you're the best, but like have some confidence because that keeps you going. But if you have no confidence at all because you're trying to avoid like being a dick, because I know I'm like a dick, like I'm an asshole to a lot of people, like jokingly almost, but I don't have confidence in a lot of times and it sort of screws me over. So like avoid having an ego, but have some confidence because that way, you know, if you put trust in your skills and you think you definitely have some skills, like it's a legitimate like reasoning, then you'll be better off if you just like sulking around like, oh man, I'm worse than everybody here and I'm gonna lose, because you probably will.
True. Like when I started to do good on Wi-Fi, my first tournament offline was in like September 12th, 2009. It was 3DB. I went into the tournament still thinking I was like the best player. Like I'm gonna beat M2K. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And then I go to play Gunblade first round and I get like double 3 stuffed. I'm like, what's going on? And I just go home with a tummy ache and start crying. Well, besides the crying part.
Okay, well, whatever you say, man.
It's pretty upsetting, though.
Whatever you say, man. No, I definitely get you. I mean, I went to my second tournament. My second tournament, I did worse than my first tournament. Like, real talk, I did worse, okay? Like, oh, it was terrible. Because I thought I was doing better, but, like, last year was just a terrible year for me competitively. But I mean, you know, don't go into things, and it's just in general, don't go into anything thinking that, like, you're the best at it, unless you genuinely know that you are the best at it. But even then, you don't see, like, well, maybe you do, but you don't see, like, Olympic athletes going into every event telling you that they're going to get the gold medal. Unless, like, you're a Usain Bolt, because you're going to get it. But that'd be legit if I was Usain Bolt. I mean, you know, but you know what I mean. You know, just...
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because even though it's actually... I find it's better that if you don't say anything at all and then you win, you know? I find it's much better because then you don't have to live up to an expectation you're giving yourself. And it's cooler if you're just sort of like the underdog coming out of nowhere.
Yeah. I
mean, I don't know that feeling because I suck, but I think that's how it feels, right?
Stop telling yourself you suck.
No, I'm trying to. I main Snake, so it's all good. I'll win some money. I'm going to a bi-weekly Saturday teaming with Will, and I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, you're going to Ranbats?
No. I'm going to the Long Island one.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
okay.
Long Island one.
Yeah. Because, I mean, my dad lives in Long Island, and it's like 5 minutes away. Like, I can't not go. But I want to make it to a Ranbats. That'd be pretty legit. I just, like, you know, it's either 10 minutes away or New Jersey.
Well, if you come to Jersey, I'd get to meet you.
That's true. I do plan on going to the next one, though, so. Next Ranbats, if I don't go to the Long Island one, so. Maybe I'll make some money in Long Island and be like, yo, let me go to Ranbats and sweep you bitches. Got you. Got you. Don't do that, though. But everyone who's listening, don't do that. Especially if you're me. But yeah, I mean, I also want to say this, too. When it comes to egos, if you do have one, and you're probably not aware of it, but if you do and you're trying to, like, help it out, talk to people about it. I found that, like, if you talk to people about, like, how you come off to people almost, it helps because you're getting a perspective from someone else. So if you're a smasher who goes to tournaments and you put little kids, you know, faces in the mud and stuff, I would first stop doing that. That's child abuse and stuff. But second of all, like, if you talk to people about it, it's not actually gay if you talk to people about your feelings. You know, you can do that. I think it's really helpful.
No, you have a point.
Yeah, totally.
That's just me. So this brings us to the interview part of the show, and still with us, D Disciple and Nakat. We're going to be interviewing Nakat right now because he's the man. I think so. Nakat, let's start off with the basics here. Why did you choose the main Fox? We all know you main Fox, so why did you choose Fox?
because he's fun, kills early, and like doing combos. It's just amazing. I mean, I've played him since 64 to Melee. I mean, I didn't know much about the competitive scene back then. But like once I really got deep into the competitive scene, just seeing him as an underrated character, it sickened me. So I chose to make him known. And that's why I started using him.
Now, with this awesome Fox of yours, are you in a crew as a Fox main? And who's in it if you are in a crew?
Yeah, I'm in a New Jersey crew. We just got together. Leap of Faith crew. Leap of Faith is a little insider. In the crew is Pee-wee, really underrated player, you know, starting to get known. Keitaro, the Falco, JB Andrew, and Bleachigo, another Falco main.
Oh, cool. I wish I was in a crew. That'd be fun stuff. But anyway, did anyone help you get as good as you are now? Like, I mean, it seems like you definitely had a grip on like how to like improve yourself. But anyone like, did you really like, get help from?
It definitely JB Andrew. Like, my freshman year of high school, '09. Like, I came to the school. He told me about the competitive scene. I just told him I was gonna rape him with Jigglypuff. Played him on Wi-Fi.
That ego.
Got destroyed by his Zero Suit. And then after that, he just took me in, and I was like so bad just looking back on it. But he never gave up on me until this one point where I was starting to beat him, and like now we just go back and forth.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, when I started out, Ally definitely helped me out, and then I got some good stuff from Cheese, so I definitely know what you mean.
Oh, and back in my Wi-Fi days, Sam Boner was a big help too.
Ah, cool. Getting you that Wi-Fi ego, huh? Now, you main Fox, obviously. Do you secondary any characters, and why do you secondary them?
Yes, I secondary Meta Knight, and I'm potentially picking up Ice Climber. I heard the grunt. Well,
Pocket MKs.
For MK, I don't know. He's a quick character. I liked him from the Kirby series, which is why I main Fox too, because I love Star Fox games, one of my favorite series. But Meta Knight always seemed like the quiet character of Kirby. Like, Kirby was always so loud and jumpy. Meta Knight was just there with his cool little cape. So I chose him in Brawl before I even knew he can do all this stuff. And I don't know, he fit right into my playstyle. And then Ice Climbers, I don't know, I just like using them because they piss people off.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was going to give another grunt for Ice Climbers. I hate those two characters, like, with a passion, but, I mean, whatever floats your boat, man, but I definitely agree. I mean, when I found out how Meta Knight was so good, it sort of annoyed me. I was like, wow, why does the best character have to be, like, one of my favorites? Because when I played Kirby, I always liked Meta Knight, so I always felt ashamed, like, why can't he be, like, regular like everybody else? Why can't he fit in? But, so, playing these characters, what are your favorite stages? What do you usually take people to? What do you like playing on?
It's Fox.
Yeah.
I like I like retarded stages. Like, if I got counterpicked to Brinstar or Rainbow Cruise, I won't switch to Meta Knight. I'll stay Fox. And I've won on Brinstar. I've never been taken to Rainbow Cruise yet. I'm sad about that.
I don't think I've actually seen a Fox match, like, with Brinstar involved. It's actually really legit.
I have, like, one old one on YouTube. That's about it. But
Yeah.
I've been taken there about 5 times. I've won like 4 out of 5. So it's not that bad of a stage for Fox as people would say it is. But as for neutrals, I like Battlefield. Of course I love FD because I get to run away all day.
Yeah. Fox is really an agile character. He's definitely. I think he has that adaptability. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like he definitely work on a lot of good stages. Will you feel the same way?
Yeah, he can adapt to many situations as well. It's amazing.
Yeah, so playing with Fox, alright, so does he really go with, like, even with Meta Knight? Is that true?
And in my opinion, from, like, back then I would say, hell no, I'd say Fox got raped, because I used to get destroyed by Meta Knight. But then, I don't know, Apex woke me up somehow, I just got a spark, and I just learned the matchup. I guess watching TKD videos, like, the whole week before Apex helped too, but honestly, Fox, like, has something that will beat almost any of Meta Knight's options, just as Meta Knight can beat Fox's options. I really believe the matchup is even.
And there are any ones that you just, like, love playing? You love playing against a character with Fox?
Well, Meta Knight would be my favorite one.
Oh, yeah?
And I like heavy characters, Snake, DK, DDD. I enjoy fighting Pikachu when I'm winning. I just get that feeling of justice. Let's see. I like most of the top tier matchups. I mean, it's fun to to beat characters that, would normally beat you. Yeah, that's about it.
Have you ever played, I thought off the top of my head, I was watching some videos of MVD, the Snake Main. Have you ever played him in bracket?
No, not yet.
Because he lives for a long time, and that'd be really interesting to see, because, you like Fox for him killing early, how you'd be able to deal with a character, with a player, really, that for some reason never dies. Like, I was watching a lot of his matches, especially recent ones. He stays alive for a long-ass time.
That's interesting. I've never even really heard of him. Like, I heard of him because Inoue said Will's teaming with them for Meridian. So, I want to play him, actually. I mean, I can kill, Fox's up smash will kill Snake at 129, but back air is also useful, too. I gotta see this for myself.
Yeah, I mean, because me and Will are going to do DK Snake this weekend, and he was telling me, play like MVD, he's pretty good. I'm like, alright. And I've obviously seen MVD play before. But, I learned a lot from watching Fatal, who's another New England Snake. And
Fatal is broken.
Fatal's good. Yeah. I learned a lot from him, and obviously he was on the show at one point, too. But, he was like, oh, play like MVD. And I was watching MVD, he lives. I mean, he's really good at, his C4 recovery and teching, godlike.
Yo, is he black?
I do not know.
Because if so, we got a case of African DI.
Yep.
Oh, yeah?
Straight from the jungle, from the horizon. Yo, from the hood.
He takes off the buildings. The
Off the projects.
Oh, yeah. But that'd be interesting to see, because, Will is teaming with him, and that'd be a cool match to see. If you ever get to play him, let me know, because that'd be really cool.
No problem.
Now, you definitely like some sort of matchups, but which ones do you absolutely hate?
Let me get to the obvious ones real quick. It would be Sheik, Ice Climbers. I'm sort of making a strategy to deal with Pikachu just in case somebody wants to be a little, faggot and choose Pikachu on me because they can't beat me or something. But yeah, Pikachu would also be an annoying one. Then to matchups that are playable, I think Game & Watch is annoying. I get pissed off when he buckets my lasers. Zero Suit Samus is a scary one. I guess that's pretty much it for now.
And how do you deal with these hated matchups of yours? Because you definitely seem to know what makes them tick. But how do you deal with a matchup that you really just know is not in your favor, or you just don't like?
Well, for Sheik, I'm just either I'm gonna choose Meta Knight or Ice Climbers. I'm just gonna cut to the chase. For Ice Climbers, I'm just going Meta Knight. That's been working forever. I guess it's always gonna work because Fox isn't gonna beat them unless you're Zedon. That's my boy. Zero Suit Samus, I used to go Meta Knight on her, but I've recently been able to beat Snakey and Pat G. But Snakey's beating me too, so it's definitely a close one. Snakey says it's even. I say it's a little bit in his favor. I'm still scared of it though.
Pat GDI, by the way. Shout out to that.
Real talk.
Yeah. Now, speaking of which, who do you want to face the most out of all the players that are in the Smash community? And then after that...
Mewtwo King.
Mewtwo King?
Mewtwo King.
Mewtwo King. You want to play him?
Yes, he beat me at Apex. I was close. I did so good. I want to play him again. Mewtwo King is amazing. I respect him as a player. I'm just tired of him winning everything. I want to see if I can be the one to put a stop to it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That'd be cool to see. I think I remember you playing him on the stream in Apex, because I was, stream monstering it up, as always. But, yeah, that'd be really cool to see, because, M2K is a really good player, and I got to speak with him a lot when he was in VVV. And, but, I mean, I'd love to see somebody knock him off. Nothing against him, but you always want to see the underdogs win,
I love upsets. They're amazing.
Now, who are you afraid of playing?
I'm afraid of playing, let's see, Esam.
Pikachu. Respectable.
Yo, any of those monster Pikachus out there, that rare species of players, yo, don't come after me, please. I didn't do anything to you.
Just don't go to Florida. That's just it. Just don't go to Florida.
Yeah, they got Zero Suit out there too, son. They not playing no games.
MVD's down there, I think, too.
Man.
I'm playing against D-Sam and Nick Riddle in a doubles match, which, by the way, was pretty legit. Rainbow Cruise. Gotta get at that. I'll show you later. But...
Son, I'm on a boat.
Yeah. Now, you are obviously from New Jersey, correct?
Yes.
And how would you describe your region? Do you like your region? Do you not like your region? What?
I love my region because they also helped me get good, just because of them being all so good. And like, the trash talk, it motivates you to do better. But some of the stuff that goes on here, it's like really unnecessary. Some of the drama, but it wouldn't be New Jersey without the drama. And you just gotta love Jersey, so it's all good.
It's a Jersey thing, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish we had that sort of thing. Like, Connecticut's so barren. I hate it. Like, apparently I live pretty close to I know, like, Solid Jake is literally, like, the town over from me. And there are a few people right over the border in Massachusetts, but god damn it, my closest neighbor is like a bear. It's crap.
Were, like, all the Connecticut tournaments, are they, like, stacked?
I don't know. I got into, like, one, and it was a smaller one, like, not even, like, top players were there. So I really don't know. Like, usually, like, the Massachusetts ones, yeah. Connecticut ones, probably. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, Biscuit's probably there. All of them. Fatal.
That's the thing I love about, like, New Jersey. And now with New York combined, like, it's stacked. It's harder to get ranked. It's more of a challenge. It's, like, more motivation. It's really good.
Well, I mean, like, the thing, you guys have Ranbats now. We have our bi-weeklies in Long Island, which I was talking to Doom, obviously from New Jersey, too, for those of you who don't know, about it and how, those are running now simultaneously. And I think the same weekend, so maybe that'll get changed so it's like once every weekend. And he was saying how, that may split up the community a little bit because, there's, those two different things going on. And I said, yeah, but I actually like it because there's some new players showing up that I don't know everyone's name, but I definitely recognize some people in Long Island that I haven't met before. And I used to live there, and I go there quite frequently. So, and I'm sure if for you guys it may be the same, having your Ranbats thing, may see some new names. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, we have. I've seen a snake player. False.
Yeah, False. Yeah, I was just speaking to him.
Yeah, he seems really technical. J-Ben was telling me a lot about him. I was like, man, whatever. Until, like, I watched a video of him playing. I'm like, okay, this guy seems like he has potential.
Yeah, I was speaking to him because I heard about him after the first Ranbats. And these are the kind of players I like seeing coming out of the woodwork and just sort of getting their name out there. Because I talked to him, he'd been working on his snake for a long time, and I watched him. He has a really flashy snake. I like how he plays.
Yes, very quick.
Very quick snake. He always getting things done.
Putting in the job applications, yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And, the thing about it is that he put a lot of time and dedication. I see him on the snake boards all the time. He's always helping people out. That's great too, because is he a top player? He hasn't been around long enough, but I think he has the potential for it. But he's helping people out. He helped me out. I asked him, how would you get so good, for the relative to where you are and how long it's been. And he just, gave me some tips, like, good luck. I'm like, all right. And, but he seems dedicated, and I like players like that. So it's definitely cool to see that. Are you going to Pound?
I want to go to Pound so bad. I'm talking to Pee-wee about it, because Pee-wee has all his stuff paid. Homie hopped the border, got money. I'm like, I'm mad jealous. Like, my Mexican is going. I want to go, too. So we're, like, currently discussing this. So, yeah, I hope to go, because M2K is going. Like, somebody seed me against him.
Yo,
yeah.
I'm looking for a teammate for Pound. FYI.
FYI, yeah. I'm looking around too, y'all. I'm
Lucario, man, was good.
Lucario Fox? Oh, damn.
All my options, yo. It's all good. I'll get back to you, my boy.
Alright, I got
Furry
you.
team right there. I would love to go, though, but, it's a really long haul for me, and I don't know if my parents are, like, up for that.
That's another problem. I'm, 16. I gotta convince my mom somehow.
Like, hey, Mom, I'm going to D.C. for a weekend with people you don't know. See you in a little bit.
Get raped.
Yeah.
Fun.
But, I want to... Are you going to Cataclysm 5 up in Connecticut? That you have to go to.
Cataclysm 5?
Yeah, that was supposed to be at the end of last year, and it's going to be, like, June of this year, as long as they don't push it back again.
Is it mad stacked? Like, a lot of people are going?
Apparently. It's going to be hype. Like, trust me. I'm going to be there. It's going to be hype.
Yo, if I got a ride, you already know.
All right, cool. I guess just to wrap this up, where do you see yourself at the end of this year? Because obviously you've made some great strides last year, but we got Genesis. I don't know if you're going to, but Pound, Cataclysm, some big tournaments. MLG's not there anymore though. But where do you see yourself at the end of this year? Like, where do you see yourself going?
I want to see myself. I'm already like at a really, really, really high level of play. I want to become a top player. That's like one of my biggest goals right now. Like, to be able to go to a tournament and consistently place and not be, like, nervous against anybody. I just want to, show the potential of my character, along with TKD, who's already doing it. Mad props to him. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, like, with these tournaments, I'm just going to try my best, try to get the results in. Haters going to hate. Because apparently I got some little troll lurking my videos. But, yeah.
I'll smite him down.
I see myself doing big things in preparation for Apex 2012. That's where I really want to hit.
I'm hitting that up.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that's going to be high.
Can't wait for that.
I really want to try to get. I want to try to get at least top 10 at that tournament. I'm gonna try my best.
Me too. Yay. But definitely cool stuff. Hope you achieve everything you got going for you.
Oh, and shout outs to K Sizzle for that option select up smash.
Good stuff. Well, thank you for doing this interview with us, and guys, that's our interview for this episode.
No problem.
Alright everybody, that brings us to the end of Directional Influence episode 16. First off, I want to give a huge thanks to VVV Gaming for hosting the show. As always, please hit out the Losers Bracket because that's an awesome show and we are affiliated with them. Also, Gimpy Fish's video series, that's also at VVV, and you can check out everything at VVVgaming.com. There's a hyphen between the VVV and the gaming. You can also follow us on Facebook. We have a Directional Influence group. You can search Directional Influence on your little search bar, and you'll be able to join our group for updates on every episode. That includes Twitter updates. We also have those. Follow me at /VVV Rapture. We have our thread on Smashboards and our blogs on All Is Brawl, and of course the little big billboard things at VVV if you want to listen to the episode and any of our past ones. These include our big interviews, stuff with like these guys, and all cool stuff. Check it out. Shout out time. Let's go, D Disciple. Who are you shouting out to?
Shout out to the Minnesota Smash community, both Brawl, Melee, Animus, Allied, Vex. You guys been helping me out on Wi-Fi Live. Greatly appreciate that. Shout outs to the Midwest Smash community. I'll be seeing you guys a lot more often. Free flights, and I can get people to cover my days for me.
Cool. And Nakat?
Shout outs to NJNY for being the best region ever. You guys are awesome. Shout outs to my crew, yo. Shout outs to my Mexican Pee-wee, yo, in the hood. We out, son. We tired of it, yo. We breaking World Stadium records. Shout outs to just shout outs to Iblis and all my Fox mains. I'm trying to do it for you guys. I got this, yo. Just support me. And yeah, just shout outs to Smash in general. This community is amazing.
Definitely. I want to give shout outs to everyone at VVV for supporting the show. Shout outs to Will and PD who aren't here. Thanks for doing stuff with me, but I got it. Don't you worry. Shout outs to New England for being pro. Oh, and Fats. Fats, you're the man, even though you think you're better at me in Pokemon, but you're not, because my Cloyster is better than your entire team. So
yo, get at my
one more special shout out.
Get at my Squirtle.
My Cloyster is legit, okay?
Best Pokemon ever. Do you see that shell? Oh my god.
Oh my god. So, that's it. Oh yeah, special shout out?
Shout out to Mike128 for banning all of us from Smashboards for like 5 days.
Shout out. Oh, I got another one too. You can finish though.
Mad hate on Barney, but I still love you.
No, what you got? Hey, Cat.
Shout outs to my boy, the best Zelda 3X. You are known for now. Son, you need to come out, yo. Shout outs to the lazy mods on SWF banning my boy K Sizzle for like, up off my boy, yo. He didn't do anything. Don't be mad because you get no girls.
Aw. Aw, that's mean.
Man, they're mean, yo. Like, post a picture, you get infracted, yo. Where's the love?
No, man.
Where's the love?
Instant ban.
Yeah, that was pretty quick, though. Also, I want to give shout-outs to, who am I giving shout-outs to?
The Hood.
The Hood. Shouts to the Hood. Yeah, Northwest Connecticut Hood. That's right. It's a legit hood. We don't have buildings, we got trees.
Also to my Lucario mains, stay fairy, except for me.
Yeah, that's gross. Don't do that.
Furries are nasty.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's Zuko.
That kind of
Zuko.
Zuko.
Ew.
Zuko's not fairy.
Shout out to Zuko.
Shout out to Zuko.
Alright. Well, everybody, that concludes episode 16 of Directional Influence. Thank you for listening, and join us next week for episode 17, where we're doing more awesome stuff, as always, because that's what we do here. So we'll see you guys next week, and thanks for listening. We're out.